how big is the gap between my 2024 Ninja 650, a 2024 ZX6R, and a built ZX10? Let's find out. What's up, everybody? It's your boy 650. The Ninja 650 is a great late beginner, early intermediate bike, and it's not slow by any means. But when you line it up with true Supersports, it really shows the difference between just getting your feet wet and diving in head first with sharks. Will I even stick with them for a second? Make sure you stay to the end, because this bike versus a ZX10 is absolutely absurd. Alright, y'all, I hope you're having a baller day. So here's how I think this is gonna go. The 650 has decent low-end torque. It's pretty quick down low, but it's still a parallel twin. So it's only making, I think 65 wheel horsepower. I'll probably put in a dyno graph here. Cowie made the bike to be commuter friendly while still having the ability to have fun, down low in the low RPMs. The ZX6R though is obviously an inline 4, and they make power way more efficiently. They rev super high, and I think from the factory they make 110 wheel, and the 6R I'll be going against is a 2024. It's stock with a very light rider. So I don't know, I think if we start at 40, I think I'll have her, or I'll stick with her until about 50, and then she'll be gone. I mean, the second she touches, it's 7,500, 8,000, 10,000 RPM, she's right in her power band. She's going to be gone. And the ZX10 is, it's obviously still an inline 4. It's an older leader bike. It's 2011, but it has a somewhat built motor. It has Gen 5 heads in it and a dyno tune. So my guess is the second that she's on throttle, she's going to be in the next county. I don't think there's any chance of me even hanging in for a second. Drop your guess in the comments. Let me know how long you think I'll keep up with each of them. I'm gonna listen to some Zeppelin while I'm on the way there, but I'll see you guys in a second. Three, two, one, go! Alright. 3. Yeah. You're 3, 2, 1, go! We'll start at the same time, but I'm gonna go a little bit ahead of you, and we'll do 50 again. 3, 2, 1, go. Holy, that was good, that was good. So the ZX6R is super restricted from the factory, and despite it being stock, she just reeled me in. The second she hit 10,000 RPMs, it was like we weren't even on the same playing field. Really quick also, if you like the video so far, make sure you pound that like button. Let's get back to it. Alright, your turn. You're next. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my God, bro. Give me like 4 or 5 car lengths. Let's get to 60 and then we'll go. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, the ZX10 is just a beast. The second that she was on throttle, the 650 had literally 0 chance of even staying in the same zip code as her. I mean, that thing just eats like a fat kid at a Chinese buffet. It was literally like Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku versus Yamcha. Anyways, let's get back to the ride. That really goes to show the difference between a starter bike and true super sports. In my last video, I talked about the biggest mistake that beginners make, and it was overestimating their skills and underestimating the consequences. If you're a beginner watching this or a newer rider like me watching this, I really hope you get where I'm coming from with that now, and you can kind of appreciate the real difference between, you know, a starter bike and something like those. That ZX6R hits my top speed in like the top of 3rd, I think, maybe bottom of 4th. And the ZX10 hits my red line, my 6-gear red line at the bottom of 2nd or halfway through 2nd, something like that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you like content like this, hit that subscribe button, really means a lot. We're getting close to 100. If you have any feedback, drop it down in the comments. Make sure you like the video, yada yada yada. As always, I will see you when I see you. Be safe. Peace.